Hi everyone, my name is Sylvia Craig, and this is my assignment for the Carl Rogers Book Club. So for the first question that was asked is, what are your biggest takeaways from the Rogers readings and person-centered counseling? For the Rogers readings, I found the core principles, I guess, very interesting because it talked about the main one that really stuck with me was the counselor has to be congruent with when going into the sessions with the client, because there are going to be days as a counselor that you're going to have bad days, and you're not going to want to be there. Like, you're just not going to be in the right right mindset to be giving feedback to these clients. So talking to someone, like he mentioned in the readings, talking to someone higher up or another colleague could greatly benefit you so you can be in the mindset to go into these sessions like a good mindset. So that was the main thing that I took from the readings. And all the others were very interesting as well, but that was just the one that really stuck with me. And then for person-centered counseling, I think that is really cool to go about because you create questions and to make the client feel understood, which I think is very important, because then I think that helps them unravel other things in their mind that might be causing them this stress. Like they might have some underlying stress that might be causing what they have going on now, which was the case in the Carl Rogers and Gloria tapes. So for the second question, how will you use this theory in your future work with clients? Like I said before, I would use this to, I guess, help the client feel like they can disclose more information to me, because they feel safe in that environment, because it's centered on them, so that they will feel like they trust you, and they'll be more open with the counselor. So, and then for the third question, what in the Gloria tapes did you notice was especially consistent with person-centered counseling? When Gloria would say her problem, Carl Rogers he wouldn't repeat what she was saying in question form, but it was almost like that. But he would ask something about that problem to get another response from her, and so she could work through stuff in her mind, and which led her to disclosing more information and being more vulnerable to him. And it ended up being that she had more underlying stress that dated back all the way to her childhood, which I found very cool. Towards the end of the video, I was like, oh my goodness, like that's really awesome. So I do think that him asking the questions was very consistent in the video. And then by the end of it, she was able to really understand herself, because he said in the middle of the video, he's like, you're lying to yourself on these certain things. Like when she was talking about her divorce and all of that. So I think that the core conditions are necessary for like change within the client. For example, the last three talked about the counselor. The last three conditions talked about being empathetic towards the client, but in a professional way, and which I think is very important, because you don't want to act like their best friend. I remember you mentioning this in class. You don't want to act like their best friend, because then nothing's going to get done. But you want to care about them, but in a professional way. You want to set boundaries. healthy boundaries within the client and counselor on both sides of the spectrum. So I do think all of those are necessary for change. So yeah, thank you for watching this video. I'm sorry I rambled and said and moved my hands a lot, but I'm not used to doing the camera or video stuff for a class. So by the end of this semester, I promise I will be a lot better. All right, have a good day. Bye.